Is Be Our Guest worth the $67 price for a meal, or is it all brute and no splendor? Check out our review and you decide. The Be Our Guest restaurant is beautifully themed after the Enchanted Castle and the animated film Beauty and the Beast. The details are breathtaking, with the bold colored tiles over the front door as you walk in, to the beautiful stained glass tiles that recreate the last image of the story, to the incredibly carved beast pillars in the entranceway. The table service restaurant takes you inside the Beast Castle as Belle would have experienced it. I love eating in the glistening grand ballroom with its high domed ceilings and cherubs and sparkling chandeliers, the enchanted windows with the shimmering snow that falls like it did in their holiday special. I've also eaten in the mysterious West Wing study with its thunderous dark secrets and tortured surroundings, but it was always very spooky for me. It's also where you can see the enchanted rose slowly dropping one delicate petal leading to the beast's demise. The Rose Gallery, that has pictures of the romantic story of Belle and Beast, includes this beautiful statue of Belle and Beast dancing in the center of the room. Regardless of which room you do eat in, you always feel the wondrous story of Beauty and the Beast all around you. Now, Beauty and the Beast is Megan's favorite movie, and really, besides the parade, this is one of the only ways you can see the Beast. He comes out, he walks through the rooms, he waves to everybody, not really a photo opportunity like regular character meals, and he's probably around for maybe 5 minutes or so on a rotating schedule between the rooms, but he doesn't really stop at any of the tables. If you do want to meet the Beast and actually get a photo with him, there's an adjoining room off of the Grand Ballroom where he does meet and greets, but it's only available after dinner. Now, it's been a hot minute since we've actually had lunch here, so on our last visit we thought we'd make a reservation and see how the food was. In the past, lunch has always consisted of sandwiches. Actually, one of my favorite sandwiches was a ham and cheese sandwich shown here. The food was reasonably good and worth the price, so I was excited to see what they were serving. The last time we were here, they had these rose beepers. They didn't have those anymore. Well, it appears they've revamped their menu in 2018 and now serve lunch and dinner as a set 3-course prix menu featuring French-inspired dishes and costs $67 per adult and $39 per child aged 9 and under. For that price, this meal better be amazing. We were ushered through the grand ballroom and back into the deep, dark West Wing. And when I say deep, dark, I'm not kidding. Now, I'm a gal who loves good decoration and styling, but this darkness was a bit too much even for me. We could barely see the menus put in front of us. We actually had to use our flashlights on our phones to be able to read the menu. With the enchanted rose dropping petals and the thunderous roar of the pitcher and the flashing of the lightning all around us, we were hoping that the food was as good as this experience. I'm starting with a picture of the bread because that was one of the highlights of this meal. Megan selected the French onion soup with ghee and said it was okay. Jay and I went safe and picked the very sad plate of mixed green salads and were happy with it. Mr. Don picked the duck and pork terrine with grain mustard plum jam, and let's just say Mr. Don's plate was the best course of the night. The duck and pork spread on the baguette was rich and tasty, and that yummy jam spread added just a spark of flavor that lifted it to another level. When our meal arrived, Mr. Don picked the dry-aged Duroc pork chop with smashed potatoes, stewed pepperide, and salsa verde, and immediately asked where the rest of his meal was, since the plate was 10 times bigger than his pork chop. When they said dry-aged, they weren't kidding. This thing was bone dry. Whatever the sauce was supposed to be on top of it, it definitely did not do any good to this pork chop. And yeah, the pork chop was thick. I'll definitely give them that, but it definitely was not Mr. Don's favorite meal. Jay had actually tried the pan-roasted zucchini as a plant-based dish due to their allergies. and really they just picked through it, not very happy with it at all. The sauce on top tasted like sweet and sour salsa, and the sauce on the bottom tasted like old gravy. They even said that the zucchini was pan-seared to the point that they felt it was overcooked. Megan had tried the trout amandine, and she wasn't happy with it either. We actually ate a little bit off of each other's plates, and none of us were very happy. I had picked the grilled filet mignon with smashed potatoes and asparagus. Honestly, the steak was flavorless, and the sauce was bland, and I wish I had picked something else. Thankfully, dessert came, and we were very happy. The lemon macaron was tasty, a little bit too strong with the raspberry filling. The chocolate tart with gray stuff was yummy, of course, and the chip white chocolate piece honestly was forgettable. Jay had gotten a special dessert because it was their birthday, and they got pretty much the same things that we got, but with a cupcake. Jay got a dish of gray stuff in the shape of a Mickey head and a card with the Beast signature on it. I have to say, this video was tough to make. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to give negative reviews, but I was really disappointed with this restaurant. I was disappointed with the change. I'm sure they're doing it to make things easier for the servers. Maybe the food's a little cheaper, but we were just very disappointed. I understand everyone's tastes are different, and even though we didn't have a very good meal here, others may find that their meal is much better. I've actually seen the pork chop that Mr. Don got with sauce on it that we didn't get. So I don't know if it's because our menu items were different because we had allergies or what the change was, but I don't know that we're going to be back to the Be Our Guest restaurant in some time. It's more for the prices for the experience, not really for the food, but I don't think we'll be back in a while. Well, that's our take on the Be Our Guest restaurant. I hope that gives you some insight and helps you with your Walt Disney World dining planning. Remember, everyone's tastes are different, so you might enjoy a meal here even though we didn't. You never know until you try it. Be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss out on our next videos.
Remember, until next time,
life's a journey.